Author's note. This is a departure from my usual stories, but I hope you like it just as much. Though it doesn't contain graphic material, I must warn you that it could be triggering for readers who have personally dealt with the murder of loved ones. The idea came to me as soon as I saw the picture of the H on a stock photo site. It demanded to be written. I started enthusiastically and then really struggled to complete it. It's been years in the making. I only hope that I've done it justice. Love. Jewelle. Protecting the Billionaire. Interracial BWWM Romance. By Jewelle Moore. Prologue. The 15th of August 2005. Georgetown, Guyana. Later, in moments of despair, Dawn Jacobs would close her eyes and remember the way her older sister Star shoved her protectively behind her slightly taller body as they faced the gunman. The move startled the masked man standing several feet away. Over Star's shoulder, Dawn watched as he paused and then lowered the weapon. For a millisecond she thought that he would spare their lives, thought that there was a conscience somewhere inside the man who had just extinguished 4 lives with single bullets to the head with frightening speed and accuracy, thought that perhaps the memory of the happy times he had shared with her and her sister would stay his hand. She was wrong. His finger tightened on the trigger, and once again she heard the frightening sound as the bullet left the silencer of his gun, a sound barely louder than a puff of air. Her sister gave a soft sigh and tumbled back onto Dawn, taking her to the floor. And though she'd had no experience of death until minutes ago when she'd seen her father, her mother, her grandmother and step-grandfather executed, Dawn recognized it in the crushing weight of her sister's body and in the harsh coopery smell that filled her nostrils as Star's life force seeped hotly between them. She closed her eyes tightly as she heard the man's heavy tread on the polished wooden floorboard and prayed that he was making a quick getaway. Instead, there was a creak as the front door opened and his voice hissed, "Get in here, Colin." Shit hit the fan. A moment later, she heard a strangled gasp and a shaky voice say, "You said no one was going to get hurt, Uncle Sean. You said you were only going to rob the safe. Someone changed the stupid combination. Plus, I don't know why they weren't in their fucking beds fast asleep." The man retorted, sounding furious that the occupants had changed the security code of the safe and stayed up later in their own home than he'd expected and inconvenienced him. "Grab her chain and get the..."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?